What's up, YouTube? This Big C coming back at you again. Um, this time I'm gonna try something a little new. It won't be a boxing prediction. We're just talking about boxing and fandom in particular. Um, I don't know. I guess I'll start by basically. I guess we can always start with Mayweather and Pacquiao. Um, the hate in boxing, the divide that's been made. Um, I don't think the worst part right now is really racial. There's a lot of racial problems. Don't get me wrong. Um, I've been called everything from nigger to moon cricket, you know, because because of my analysis of Manny Pacquiao's boxing or whoever the European darling is at the time. May it be Carl Froch or um, Ricky Burns, whoever it may be. Um, I think a big divide is the geniuses from the basic fans. And what I realize is that it's really not it's not that big a difference. They throw it around, casual fans and uh versus real boxing fans. Um I think it's just boxing fans. It's a sport, either you love it or you pay it no attention at all. And, I don't know, I think it's a each one teach one type of deal. You can't you can't decide because a person can't go back to 1920 and give you a million worthless ass facts that they're a boxing expert, and the person that started watching boxing in say 2000 is an idiot because they can't go back and quote give you quotes and you know give you play by play of every fight from the 1800s. That's insane. Um, I was recently watching the Blood Boxing channel. It was my first time. Today is my first time. He inspired me today. I left him a couple comments. I wouldn't mind chopping it up with him. Um, yeah, it really leaves people in, especially on these blog sites and internet channels. It leaves people in a position not to say how they feel. Maybe may it be racism or um, fanaticism that drives it. Either way, it's just a bad deal for boxing. When somebody can say, like, I can talk to somebody. I feel like I'm fairly knowledgeable about this sport. Um, I tried boxing. Um, I wasn't exactly Sugar Ray Robinson or nothing, but I tried it. Um, I love it. I love watching it. I love analyzing it. But like I say, considering that I think I'm fairly knowledgeable about the sport, I don't mind talking to somebody that doesn't, exactly can't pick up on, on the technical part of boxing. Um, I can chat with them, and when the conversation got to where it's just a circle jerk, we have to end the conversation. It's not important that I let them know that they don't know shit about boxing unless they irate, And in that case, then I say, you know what, you don't know shit about boxing. I think it's plausible then. But basically, like I said, I was watching blood boxing today. I'm going off on a tangent, but I was watching blood boxing today, and he had a rant. He ranted about how he ranted about how he dealt with racism and how he's not a fan of this boxer and that boxer um, because of their fan base. Every boxer has fans. You know, uh, it's no authority on what the boxing community should be. Um, Like I said, yeah, of course we can do without the racism and the blind, people blind to facts, about their favorite guy or whatever. But before I go any further, I'm a Floyd Mayweather fan. I feel like the things he do in the ring, a lot of it I've never seen it done in that fashion before. And I watched a lot of boxing, but you know, for a person to say I'm not gonna root for this boxer because these certain fans feel this way or these certain fans feel that way, to me, that's it's it's an ass backwards way to try to bring people to boxing. Um, it's a sport where, like you say, a lot of people been using this line ladies. You can't tag anybody in, you can't substitute. They get to show you who you really are, in your heart of hearts, I believe. When the powers that be don't put their hands on it, but I don't know. I just felt like really discussing boxing. Just in general, just how fanaticism goes. It's okay. Just like now, that Pacquiao's been, knocked off his pedestal. I don't hear as much hate. And a lot of people predicted it that way, and I saw it turning out that way once he was once he wasn't the god of boxing anymore. Once somebody put hands on him, it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen really to every fighter. And I felt like he left openings, you know, in the ring. I felt like he left openings to where it was just bound to happen soon. Um, just like I feel Floyd Mayweather, I feel like age is catching up. You know, um, I don't know. This is just a really a shout out to anybody who really love the sport of boxing. And it's hard. What's hard in boxing is because it is so emotionally driven and nationally, driven on nationalism. It's it's hard to find honesty in boxing. It's hard to find honesty amongst boxing fans. About what they really feel. About about their favorite guy, or about their favorite guy's rival, or however it may go, because it is emotionally driven. For anybody to come on YouTube or go on any blog sites and say I'm not a fan of any boxer, I'm just a fan of boxing. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. It wouldn't be a popular sport if everybody was so pure with their boxing, and they boxing knowledge and this and that. It it wouldn't be what it is. What we'd be doing is we'd be fucking videotaping Rock'em Sock'em Robots and I don't know, flipping a coin as to who we think gonna win. It's just it takes away from boxing when people do that. I frequent some blog sites and they it's just always this small group of fucking experts who who talk about guys that you had never seen them fight. You've never seen them fight. Harry Greb comes to mind. Okay, if it's anything we know about America, just to get, I don't want to get too deep, but if there's anything we know about America, is is that um uh let me get it together. Is that our recording of history is tainted, to say the least. So for somebody to tell me they read about so and so and never seen them fight, and you know, well, they wouldn't have wrote it if it wasn't true. Bullshit. If you go back, we got a long history of recording bullshit. You know, Nobody want to say it. I don't want to sound un-American, but damn, the older I get, the more truth comes out. The real truth. Uh, like I said, being a boxing purist don't mean you have to be a damn robot about it. You don't. It's not. It's not down to just two pairs of boxing gloves in the ring. If you say you're not a fan of any fighter, first of all, you're lying. You're telling a lie. Um, and second of all, you're doing it to appease whatever, whichever expert group you belong to. We just love boxing. No, 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 no. You can look at guys who've been in boxing for years that are supposed to be unbiased. Um, Look at guys like Lampley and uh, Merchant. They've been there for years and years and years. Foreman. Those three guys in particular, it's easy to see who they like and who they don't like. It's not it's not rocket science. You can watch a few matches of their favorite boxers and you see exactly who they root for. You know, this is the unbiased expert opinion. You know, at the end of the day, we're human when it comes to this boxing. So if if the first thing you holler is, he's a fanboy, he's a flow mo, he's a pack tard, I don't get caught up in that shit. You know, if if a guy likes Pacquiao and he think he's the best thing since sliced bread, that's fine. That's fine with him believing that. Um, I'll say my piece about what I really think, and I can move on. Uh, Growing up, in Georgia, I mean, racism and things of that nature it's pretty much a way of life. So, I'm not gonna get heated and get on here and blast a bunch of Pacquiao fans that call me out my name. When they see me, if it's the same reaction, then I have to deal with that accordingly. But this computer shit, it's just not that serious. It's not that serious. I enlighten, especially on racial relations and things like that. I'll enlighten who I can enlighten. If anything, I'm trying to help the situation. I'm not gonna join a side. Um, I'm not gonna root for only black fighters. Sure, if you look at my favorite fighters list now, it's a it's a melting pot. You know what I'm saying, as far as race goes, and it's not to appease any particular group. I just like who I like. You know, I like fighters that look like they work hard. You know, I don't know. Just hopefully, I can get some decent responses and some decent questions, and I'll answer them accordingly. Um, I don't guess it's a problem with a little hate either. You know, that's really who needs to be reached, not people that are on the level. We can just talk boxing. If you got some kind of hate or whatever in your heart about this sport, or hell, if you just want to go back and forth on history, period. That's really my thing. I love boxing too. But, just hit me with some responses because I really would like to know. What I'm saying? I want to know what drives some of these rants and some of this raving that goes on the internet to the point where it seems like groups can't sit in a room together and discuss boxing. Um, we've The keyboard era is for damn sure a reason. You know, it's a surefire way that a person can say what they want and then not have to answer to it. Um, you know, whoever, whenever, hit me up. I continue making videos. I continue the predictions, and every once in a while I do something heartfelt like this, and just really look for responses. Big C signing off.